A for sale sign now sitting outside what used to be Chicas Locas. The club shut down a few weeks ago, months after reopening under a new name and after a long stretch of legal battles with both the city of El Paso and El Paso County. Even though it's closed, the legal fight still hasn't wrapped. The operators of Chicas Locas, that's the same company that previously ran Jaguars at the very same location, have been tied up in court for more than a year. Attorney Wallace, who represents the owners, says the bar shut down for good, and he argues the city shouldn't be spending money trying to block a business that is no longer operating.
We don't want to do business in the city of El Paso. The business is closed. What are they trying to temporarily enjoin, and why on earth would the city spend thousands upon thousands of dollars trying to enjoin a business that's not even in operation anymore?
Well, the city, though, says the story doesn't end just because the doors are locked. In a statement, City Attorney Carla Neiman says that last year the city sued Jaguars over alleged violations of the city's sexually oriented business ordinance, a law that Jaguars challenged and lost several years ago. At the same time, El Paso County filed a separate nuisance case that shut Jaguars down for months through a series of court orders. According to the city, the same company then rebranded the club as Chicas Locas and reopened briefly in September 2024 before being shut down once again under the county's case. And the county eventually settled with the business, allowing it to reopen earlier this year, but the city says it never settled. And Neiman says the city is now pursuing an injunction because it believes Chicas Locas continued violating the sexually oriented business ordinance even after they reopened.
Well, that's untrue. The officers all testified and have previously testified that the dancers are not topless. The entertainers are entertainers, but they're not topless entertainers. They're the areas that need to be covered.
Well, the city alleges that the club was operating as a sexually oriented business without a permit, claiming that dancers were performing topless or nude in some cases and even touching customers. Chicas Locas disputes that, saying that all dancers were properly covered, as you just heard, and court filings show the business applied for a sexually oriented business license back in August. The city denied that application and scheduled a hearing, but Chicas Locas withdrew before the hearing took place. The city also says the business hasn't fully turned over documents and information that the court requires during the discovery phase. Basically, that's the part of the case where both sides have to share evidence. But that's something that Wallace says the business has already addressed in court.
After demonstrating to the court that we were in compliance with the district court's order, that we had complied with the terms, and that we were operating pursuant to its terms.
Well, the city says the injunction is meant to force compliance with both the ordinance and the court's discovery requirements, even with the business closed. The hearing on that injunction is scheduled for December 2nd.